BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party are both saying pehle aap, but what is Sheila Dikshit making of this defeat? She lost by a massive margin to Kejriwal in New Delhi, and her party has been routed to a historic low. What does Sheila Dikshit think went wrong? This is Sheila Dikshit's first television interview after her defeat. She was the three-time Chief Minister of Delhi, hugely beloved by her people, known as a capable administrator, this time facing a historic defeat in Delhi. We've joined now by senior Congress leader Sheila Dikshit. Thank you very much, ma'am, for taking out some time and speaking to us. This, of course, is a very difficult moment for you. Have you had an opportunity at all to think about what is it that went so wrong for the Congress?
No, I haven't come to any conclusions. Yes, of course, one is hearing a lot of viewpoints. But there is not one reason or two reasons. There are several reasons. And I think we need to introspect on them after in 2-3 days' time. Because remember, the results really came out yesterday. We will introspect, and please believe me, political parties, especially the kind of party that we are, the kind of long history we have, we've seen our ups and downs. We see ups and we also see downs. So we'll take it in that stride and try and learn from what went wrong here so that we can move forward.
You spoke of a few reasons. What are the reasons that you've identified so far? And do you think that the defeat of the Congress in Delhi is more a reflection of the larger anger against the Congress nationally at this time, and not so much a reflection only of what you yourself have done?
No, I would not say that. What do you mean by the larger anger? It's become fashionable to say that. I want to ask you one thing. If it was anger against the Congress, it was also, to perhaps a lesser degree because the number of seats are much more, against the BJP. There was no this thing. There was a third force which came in and made promises which probably swept people off their feet.
But is Kejriwal reflective of a disconnect between the established parties and the Aam Aadmi? The fact that they believe that those in large parties are in a different world of their own.
Perhaps you are right. That's one way of looking at it, that he is different from the established parties. So maybe that's what made the people look at his party. But give it time. Let us see what happens. Let us wait and see whether they will be able to fulfill the promises that they have made. Even the BJP will be able to fulfill. Because I don't think it's fair to make a judgment before they've even formed the government.
But do you think that Delhi will have a government in the way that it looks currently?
Well, that's for the lieutenant governor to decide, and for the parties who've got the maximum numbers to decide.
Are you prepared to support from the outside, say, an Aam Aadmi
No,
Party
we are not. We have not had any chat on this as yet. Neither have been approached. So at least not to my.
Would that be one way of earning back credibility, where Aam Aadmi Party is supported by the outside, by your government? You back them, say, okay.
No, but Aam Aadmi has very clearly said that they are not going to be in government. They've said they are not going to form a government with anybody or support anybody.
Is that good for Delhi, ma'am?
No, of course it is not. Of course it is not, because Delhi's governance is a complicated governance. As it is, there's multiplicity of authorities. To work here in Delhi and to see it progress, and it takes a lot of understanding the sensitivities of it all. People coming in, the media is great presence here. So let them try. I would like to see them try it out, let the people know.
Kejriwal has been a thorn for you for a very long time. What do you make of it as an individual, coming from where he does, to have been able to get 28 MLAs in his first election, ma'am?
Well, as I said, there is a curiosity about him. There's something new, and as you said, he's different from the mainstream parties. That's probably why he got it. I mean, I lost to him very badly.
Did you ever think that will happen?
No, I didn't get the feeling in the beginning. And even towards the end, no. But when the results came out, so be it.
No, but there were government officers who worked so closely with your government. They also did.
Not all of them are with my government. But yes, it's a choice they've made. Please respect that. I respect that.
Do you think Kejriwal is here to stay? He wants to expand nationally. Can he do it in your view? How do you assess him?
No,
as
that's
a
for him
political
to decide.
What do you think? Do you think he can do to
I
the
don't
Congress
think anything
nationally
about
what he's
him.
done in Delhi?
I don't want to make any comments about anybody who is not my own self or this thing. I have no right to do that. But the evaluation of his capacity and capability and credibility will come only after some time now, when people will realize.
Do you think as time goes, you keep saying that then people will realize, do you think that as time wears on, the Aam Aadmi Party will get exposed in the way that you've been telling us about?
No, I think so, but I don't know. I can't say. I didn't think that, and I don't think anybody thought they would get 29 seats. So 29 or 28, whatever they've got. But they've got it, so it's the people's will which really has got it reflected.
Because you said that they don't have the capacity to govern, that they don't have the
No, I don't
to
say they don't have the capacity. It has to be tried. It's totally untried. When I say capacity, the promises that they have made, as somebody who's been in administration for a long time, I don't think these are possibilities, but they can try. And there are two, as I said, unconstitutional. You can't have an assembly session in Ramlila ground. You can't have the Lokpal bill in the Delhi government. You have to have it in Parliament.
That's the audacity of his hope. He made that promise. You know it's not possible.
I know it's not possible, but perhaps many people have thought that it is.
But what does that tell you about the young generation today? So many middle class localities, otherwise disinterested in politics.
As I said, the young generation has a mind. It's exercised that choice. It's had that choice. And experience will teach them whether they did make the right choice or did not. It's not for me to judge.
Before I end, ma'am, I want to ask you about the Narendra Modi phenomena. 3 terms of anti-incumbency in Madhya Pradesh, they increased their vote share and their seat share. In Rajasthan, the Congress is brought down to its lowest ever. In Delhi, we're seeing the Congress party not do well at all. Do you think part of this can be attributed to a Narendra Modi wave?
No, not in Delhi. In Delhi, it was the local PJP, Mr. Kejriwal, and the Congress party. I don't think Mr. Modi. If Mr. Modi had the impact, then why did the BJP not get an absolute majority?
Questions are being asked of Rahul Gandhi. National front page newspapers are saying he's now a liability for the Congress.
No, absolutely wrong. The papers can say what they like. It's absolutely wrong.
But questions are being asked about his leadership style. He picked the candidates.
Look, you are asking the leadership style of a person who's young. I'm sure that all of us, we thought 30 years back and what we are today, there's a difference. So please allow him to grow and let the people decide.
But Mrs. Gandhi said yesterday we'll have a new PM before the general elections. I just interviewed
Well, she has said it. I've also read it. But I can't answer for what she has
I'm coming to it. I'm saying I just interviewed Digvijay Singh before coming here, and he said that before the next general election, which is in a few months from now, the Congress will announce a new prime ministerial candidate, and that's likely to be Rahul Gandhi, because who else will it be? Do you think the young man has what it takes to take on someone like Modi?
Have you tried his capacity? Do you know anything about it? None of us does. When Rajiv Gandhi became the prime minister, nobody thought he was ready for it. And he is the one who laid the foundation of the 21st century India. So please don't either write off or bring up somebody.
But if he wants to be...
I mean, what is Modi's capacity? I want to ask you that.
But he's been 3 terms chief minister.
Okay,
people have looked at his capacity.
He's been 3-term chief minister. And what kind of a chief minister? So let's not go into that. Let him receive. He's there and Rahul is asked, why should you doubt our prime ministerial candidate?
I'm not doubting him. I'm asking a question.
The people will decide, and let it be at that.
If he's untested, can he be prime ministerial candidate?
Why not? Why not?
You say why not?
Yeah.
Well, ultimately we leave it to the people to decide.
Yes, exactly. Leave it to the people. Leave it to our party. Let us do things on our side. Don't come to conclusions when there are no conclusions to be drawn.
Well, the last several days have been very tough for you.
It's been tough, but I take it in my stride, please.
You're saying you want to get some rest and contemplate what went wrong and look into what happens into the future. Mrs. Sheila Dikshit, as a Delhiite myself, and forget the results, the fact that this government has changed the face of Delhi, yes, there have been problems, but the fact that you've actually made Delhi a better place to be than in any of the other metropolitans. As a voter and as a Delhiite, I think that is something which will be Sheila Dikshit's legacy. There's a new hope that people have had in the mandate that they've expressed. We don't know whether they live up to that mandate, but the good work that you've done will always be in the hearts of all the Indians.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.